A season of highly acclaimed plays for Sundays on 4 begins with Tom Stoppard's Professional Foul, an intriguing cocktail of philosophy and football.
England looked like a nation of goalkeepers. Stop.
The ethics of the state must be judged against the fundamental ethic of the individual.
Neo-Hegelians or Quinian neo-positivists? Twist your fancy.
Philosophy is getting up my nostrils!
Professional Foul, drama for tonight on 4.
Coming up next here on 4, the news summary from ITN.
We've brought you American football. We've brought you Tour de France. We've brought you sumo. Now, hold your breath. Kabaddi comes to Channel 4, one of Asia's most popular sports. No goals, no nets, no balls, but a lot of puff. Join the spectacular action Kabaddi at 6 tonight on 4. It'll take your breath away.
This is the latest British gas kitchen with fully fitted carpet, running water, plenty of storage space, a good larder, and here's the cooker. With instant heat and adjustable flames, it's now as easy to cook outdoors as it is inside. We can even supply you with a silvery moon. For more information on British gas barbecues, gas lights and other outdoor products, the natural place to go is your British Gas showroom. Gas, the heat of the moment.
I've never used colour confidence. My hair's always been this colour. And I'm not going grey yet. I know I'm very lucky. And I'm also a very good liar.
New colour confidence from Wella. Hair colour you can believe in.
Drama tomorrow when the Channel 10 news team isn't the only one calling the shots.
But we're not walking out of here without a deal. Get it under control.
I'm a professional, Ann.
Let the ratings on this one go through the ceiling.
What happened? What the hell went wrong?
It's not every day you get somebody shot.
Shut up.
Are you willing to say any of this on camera?
You think I'm letting my emotions get in the way of my judgment?
You tell me.
I do tell you. It's a damn good story.
Behind the Headlines with E.N.G. tomorrow at 10 on 4.
Dawn Griffiths sold her soul to News International. After her baby Alex was snatched, she was paid a six-figure sum to tell her exclusive story. On Hard News this Sunday, she explains why she'd never do it again.
Because people need to know what really happened, and other people who maybe, hopefully, God forbid it never happens again, that anybody in any type of situation like this knows what they're letting themselves in for. They've got to know.
In 5 minutes, 7 intrepid women set off on a 5,000-mile journey through eastern Tibet to see how the march of time and the ravages of the Chinese have affected the people and their culture since the days of the great French explorer Alexandre David Neal. First, we join the studios of ITN and Sue Carpenter for the latest news summary.
Good afternoon. The White House says President Bush is still suffering from an irregular heartbeat. He's to stay at Bethesda Naval Hospital today for observation while he takes drugs to control atrial fibrillation, a condition which, although not serious, does cause breathlessness. The president became unwell jogging at Camp David. Relief organisations in Bangladesh have criticised the government there for failing to take adequate precautions for last week's cyclone. Up to 200,000 are now thought to have been killed and up to 10 million made homeless. The relief agencies say that despite the constant threat of cyclones in Bangladesh, the government has not built cyclone shelters for 20 years. Kurdish refugees are said to be streaming back into the security zone carved out by Western Allied troops in northern Iraq. A team of British disaster relief experts and firemen are now on their way to the camps. In South Africa, the Zulu Inkatha Freedom Party has threatened to deploy 100,000 fighters in Soweto Township to halt violence which it blames on the African National Congress. President F.W. de Klerk, addressing one of South Africa's biggest black churches today, said some groups were trying to make the country ungovernable. There are signs that the 16-year-old civil war in Lebanon could be coming to an end. The Lebanese army, supported by Syria, is preparing to extend state control over all the country. The government says Palestinian and other Lebanese militia will cooperate and lay down their arms. Here, the Liberal Democrats leader Paddy Ashdown has renewed his demand for a deal on proportional representation if the next general election results in a hung parliament. Mr Ashdown said he wouldn't cooperate with Labour or the Conservatives unless they brought in what he called a fair vote. The Labour Party says it's not interested in any pacts after the next election. The Irish Prime Minister Charles Haughey says problems over the new inter-party talks on the future of Northern Ireland will be overcome soon. Unionist politicians have been insisting that the Dublin government's entry into the process should take place in London, but Roman Catholic politicians in the province want talks on Irish soil. 2 young women have been found dead in a caravan at Bradworthy in North Devon. Sharon Parnell, who was 19, and Joanne Babb, aged 20, died after inhaling carbon monoxide from a gas water heater. A third woman was rescued. British gas engineers said the heater was not faulty, but it should not have been used continuously for more than 5 minutes. That's the end of this summary. The next news from ITN is on ITV at 6:30. But from me, good afternoon.
Now the weather. Eastern parts of England will be mainly cloudy overnight, with a few showers still likely in the far southeast. Further west, there'll be clear spells and it'll become quite cold. But western Scotland and Northern Ireland should stay fairly mild, with drizzle at times. Tomorrow, this drizzly rain will move southeast, reaching northern England and parts of Wales towards evening, as brighter weather follows from the north. Over eastern and southern England, morning clouds should slowly break up to give a dry afternoon with some sunshine. And it should feel a little warmer too.